so back to what I was saying. So this will be the final drive with the 327. So I wanted to take her out for you guys, get some POV footage in the car. I've never done that before. And yeah, see what you guys think about this type of video. But yeah, it's a 65 Stingray. It's got the 4-speed in it still. I believe it's a Muncie. And the 327's making probably right around 300-ish horsepower, I'd assume. It's got an Edelbrock carb on it, you know, simple bolt-on parts. It makes some decent horsepower. And it's a fun little driver for sure. It's a nice little cruiser because it still has AC. It's not too rowdy at all. I mean, that's going to be changing when we get the new motor, but as far as right now, it's like a really nice, just like, you could daily this car legitimately. If you weren't worried about something happening to it, you could daily this thing. A really fun car to drive, especially just because a lot of the time classics are not manuals. That's not that common. So yeah, it's fun to cruise. So I'm gonna kind of shut up. I'm gonna get out and talk about the car more, but I just wanted to get some POVs, so let's drive this thing. Enjoy the sounds, rev match downshift, etc. Shifting gears, man. That's something that's so underrated. It's hard to not go with an auto when you want to go fast, because drag racing wise it is faster and all that stuff, but when you get behind the wheel of something with a manual in it, it's unexplainable the feeling you have. You literally pretty much have your hand directly into controlling the transmission, and it's just awesome. This car is pretty much all original. My grandpa bought this car a long time ago. I don't remember the exact year he bought it, but my grandpa is a huge Corvette fan. He has about 9 Corvettes, or had 9 Corvettes, or he had like 11 Corvettes, something like that. And this is the one he kept out of all of them. I'm happy because this is my favorite Corvette out of the entire lineup ever. Of any Corvette ever made, this is definitely my favorite. And that's just because the styling is so unique and so aggressive, it's hard to not like this thing. It's got the hood off a 427 big block, although this is the small block car, obviously, like I was saying. So it's got the hood, which gives it that really just, it's a mean looking car, man. Really mean. And just wait until she gets her new heart. That's when she gets her new heart, guys. I'm gonna have you guys guess. Well, go ahead, guess down below what you think this new motor is gonna be. I threw up something on Instagram about it and asked people, and I think somebody said a 427, which would make the most sense because it came with the 427 in certain models, and we have the hood off of 427. But that is not what we're getting. That is not what we're getting. Although a 427 would be badass, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be mad at a 427, but that is not what we're getting. By the way, if you hear some noise, it's something with the back right wheel. It's been happening for a long time. We haven't been able to trace down the issue, but it's something. I have some sentimental attachment to this motor. Not like it's a big deal. It's mainly obviously the car that I'm attached to, but the motor is also the first motor, you know, that I learned to drive in. Kind of the first motor that got me obsessed with cars. As a little kid, my grandpa would have this in the garage and I would sit down there and ask him if I could just start it and drive it. So, you know, it's got some sentimental value there. So yeah, she's remaking about double the horsepower that she makes now. And I'm very excited for that. Right now she makes, like I said, ballpark maybe 300 horsepower, somewhere around there. And she should be making somewhere around the 550, 600 horsepower ballpark would be my guess. Probably edging more towards like 550. She's gonna rip in this car. I mean, she's already fun to drive. Like I said, you can have fun with it. You can pull the RPMs up and kind of drive her, you know, and have fun with it. But just wait until she gets that motor, man. I know I keep saying it, but it's gonna be fun.
As usual, I'm out here with Drew. This is where we filmed this truck video, actually. We were out cruising, and it was too nice of like a little sunset going on to not take her to this spot. This is one of our favorite spots. She's looking good. Drew, give us some revs. Give you a little exhaust clip before and after. Small motor, but she gets it done. Still sounds good.
Great photography here.
Big time. We're just out cruising, having a good time. Like I said, this is just kind of doing our last drive with the car, so I thought I'd bring you all along. Nothing too crazy going on in the video, but I love this car, man. Favorite car in the world, hands down. This isn't the last time you're gonna see the motor or the car, obviously, but not the last time you're gonna see the motor. It's the last drive. So that's why, I mean, I'll show you it. This is her. You'll see her more as we're pulling it out and putting the new motor in and all that stuff. But she's a little baby 327. She does her job. Original motor. But this is going to be the final time you're going to be seeing her drive and maybe even run. So that's mainly why I wanted to film that POV. That way I kind of have it for my own personal too, because I don't know. Like I said, there's something about the car in its original form. I'm going to be quote unquote ruining the car by putting I almost told you the motor. Quote unquote, putting a different motor in there, I'm going to be ruining the car. But, you know, we obviously don't care when it comes to horsepower. It's worth making it unoriginal. But, yeah, this is her from the outside. Like I said, 65 Corvette Stingray, beautiful car. This is my favorite car, pretty much, in the world. Especially because of what it means to me and how long it's been in my family. But, this is her. Doing a little walk around for you. That's pretty much going to be it. I just wanted to drive her around and kind of give you her final drive in the car. And tomorrow we are actually supposed to be picking up the motor, so that's kind of why I wanted to get this one done today. Tomorrow we're going to be picking it up, and it's going to be pretty quick from there on. We're going to pull the 327 out. We want to paint the engine bay in there, get just little stuff like that, and we'll be filming everything that we're doing as we're doing it. But this is going to be the last time. A little 327. I'm very excited for the motor that's coming, but I know some purists are probably going to hate that we're pulling this thing out and putting something else in there, something bigger, something faster, so it's okay. Bear with us. It'll be really fun. Drop a subscribe down below and get ready to see us ripping this thing, because with this new motor, it's going to destroy the tires. The tires are not ready for it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.